Hello everyone, welcome to our new series. This series will be all about Pikimov. Pikimov is a very useful tool. It is free and it's a motion design and video editor. It's sign up free, it is browser based, the editing is done locally and supports up to 4K resolution. Doesn't have a lot of AI stuff though, so if you're interested in AI, this might not really be your software, but it is a very useful tool, mostly because it's free and it has an interface that is quite similar to the one that After Effects has. Of course, it's not going to be, as powerful as After Effects, but it's a good alternative. And basically, what you do to access this website is just enter the website and it will appear right on your page. One important note is that it does not work on all search engines. For example, it won't work on Firefox or Safari. You need to use other search engines. We are going to see this in a minute. And let's just start. We are going to introduce the user interface. As you can see, this little animation will play. And here we have the chance to choose some demo project, or there's a few tutorials here as well. We are going to do these things step by step. We have the chance to check the updates that have been added recently. We can support Pikimov on Patreon. As you can see here, we can click the link and access the Patreon. Then we can, of course, open a new project or a project that we already have on our computer. We are going to choose to open a new project, and here we have a little menu for setting up our project. So basically, we can choose between 2D and 3D camera space, which is extremely useful. It is basically the only online free editing tool that allows you to choose between 2D and 3D. Then we have some presets here. We have Full HD at 25 frames per second, which is the standard and what we are going to choose for the next few videos. And here we have some other, options that we can choose. And here we have our composition properties. Compositions are basically, the shots of our video. They are going to be, we can add multiple of them in one project. So right now it doesn't really matter what we choose. We are going to go with 5 seconds here, but it's just, to demonstrate how this works. We can choose the frame rate. We can customize literally everything. Or we can drop a video file here to create a composition with the same resolution, frame rate, and duration. For now, this is going to be all right. Okay, now this is our interface we can work on. We have file, preferences, tools, demo projects, tutorials. We can learn the basics, documentation, and keyboard shortcuts, which I definitely recommend learning before starting, your projects. We have play pause with space. We can move the composition around with holding space and dragging. We can go to the previous frame, to the next frame. We can jump back 10 frames or jump ahead of 10 frames. We can zoom in, zoom out, save our project. Basically, all these shortcuts are, the same on any editing program. On selected items, we can duplicate, we can remove, we can show the previous visible key, the next visible key, we can toggle visibility, and so on. We really have a lot of options here. And here we have another 3 options, which you can see I'm pointing with my mouse. We have the project, which is basically our list of composition, and we can choose the background color. We can also choose, the colors here, RGB, HSL, or our hexadecimal code, so it's very precise. I'm going to choose a random color for now. As you can see here, as soon as you click away, it will set the color you've chosen. We have the first composition, which is 5 seconds long, and if you can see here, there's 124 frames, and here you can see everything. Okay, so you can also set the frame you want to be onto. If I want to go to same frame 76, it will automatically select the frame I want to go to, which is very useful. Then we can also add new composition, which is a new shot for our video, which will have the exact same properties, unless we customize them, of course. And we have go to composition here, where we can, customize the composition as a whole. We can set it to 3D. We can edit the duration in frames. We have a maximum of 15 minutes for our composition, mostly because it is an online tool, and it would be hard for our computer to render videos that are so long that it's taking up all the RAM. And then we have the frame rate, which is a maximum of 60 frames per second, which is going to be just fine. We have the resolution. This is the max resolution. As you can see, it's in 4K. Then we have the ambient light color, which only affects 3D models. So right now we are not going to be able to see what it does, but we are going to use it. Then we have the history, of course, and here it shows what we already did. We have item, edit background color, and open the composition tab. We can use Ctrl Z like any other program to undo our last action. All right, now we go on to this menu. Here we can open a new project. We can open a current project that we have already saved on our PC. We can save the project and save the project as, any other format. We have preferences. We can choose a horizontal workspace or vertical workspace. We have tools here, which are motion tracking, subtitle generator, and the background remover. We have some demo project here, which we already seen before. As you can tell here, there's a lot of things we can do with Pikimov. We have our tutorials, which, are available here. They're also available in German. We can learn the basics, like how to animate an item. We are going to see this in the next video. We have the documentation, which will open a new tab in which you can, see the home, how to get started, the project structure, and so on. There's a lot of tools here to choose from. And we also have, the keyboard shortcuts, which we have seen earlier. And here we have the social media. We have a list of social media of the author of the website, which you can find out about here. We can support him on Patreon. We can report a bug, or we can choose to apply the full screen to, our tab. And we can also toggle the grid here. We can zoom in and zoom out. I recommend keeping it to 50% though. And we can toggle the auto snapping. We can also zoom in and zoom out also on the timeline, which is going to be useful. And in order to, start, we need to add an item, of course. And of course, once we're done, we can export the video, but we are going to see this in later videos. We can add the item for now. As you can see here, it gives us a few different options. We have image, video, audio, rectangle. We can add a disk, slash ellipse, a vector shape, a 3D model, only in this format though. We can add image sequence, we can add text, we can add groups, lines, and light, which is useful in 3D environments. All right, this is basically everything for this program's interface. I guarantee it's going to be really easy to use. It's a very intuitive tool. One of the easiest to use on your computer, and it's also free. So I definitely recommend staying tuned for the next tutorial, in which we will explain the first few features of this program. Thank you so much for watching.